Ex-WWE chairman Vince McMahon files motion to force Janelle Grant lawsuit into arbitration. As Janelle Grant's lawsuit against WWE, Vince McMahon and others continues, McMahon's counsel has filed a motion to take the matter out of the public court. According to a new filing, McMahon's attorneys have cited a section of Grant's non-disclosure agreement (NDA) that states any grievances the two parties have should be settled in private arbitration, as opposed to public court. McMahon's team also categorically denies Grant's accusations, alleging that she couldn't have been grieving the death of her parents in 2019, as they died much earlier, and also stating that Grant and her then-fiancé's ability to live in the same building as McMahon without incident, despite the sordid nature of the alleged affair, called Grant's accusations and description of her relationship with McMahon into question. According to WrestleNomics' Brandon Thurston, Grant's attorney Ann Callies had the following to say: Vince McMahon has never known a storyline that he doesn't twist to fit his own shameful narrative. Her father was in home hospice during his final days, where Janelle continued to care for him around the clock. Prior to his death, she had been caring for her blind, wheelchair-bound mother. Using the grief of someone who lost both of her parents is an all-new level of disgusting. Grant has accused McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE of sexual harassment, abuse, and sex trafficking during her time as an assistant for McMahon between 2019 and 2022. The suit also mentioned various unnamed corporate officers, as well as a former FE World Champion, who was later revealed to be Brock Lesnar. Jim Ross recalls how the Triple H-Stephanie McMahon relationship pushed out Chyna. Paul Triple H Levesque and Stephanie McMahon are nearing 20 years of marriage this year, and WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross recently reflected on how the relationship affected a fellow Hall of Famer Chyna. On the latest episode of Grillin' Duo, the legendary commentator discussed Triple H and Stephanie's engagement in 2023, and said that he got a heads up about their relationship from Vince McMahon, as he knew that Duo would need to get in front of the backlash, as then head of talent relations. Before Triple H and Stephanie's relationship, Levesque had been dating Chyna, and their breakup sent Chyna on a downward spiral in her personal life, which according to Duo made her difficult to negotiate with. I think her conduct and her mood and attitude quickly eliminated her from consideration from another contract, Duo said, noting that Chyna's seeming instability was too much of a risk. The late star went on to wrestle briefly in Japan for NJPW, and also made a brief appearance in TNA wrestling, but ultimately ended up becoming a staple of reality television and adult entertainment, a career path that led to her being essentially excommunicated from WWE. Chyna was desperate to repair her relationship with WWE, the subject of which was the center of a controversial documentary, Wrestling with Chyna, that was in production before her death in 2016 at the age of 46. She was finally inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a member of D-Generation X in 2019. A new documentary about Chyna premiered earlier this month on Reel's channel.